Armatuur, het platform waarin dat we partners samenbrengen met a love affair with nature.
We are Alwyn and Annelies, the curators of Armatuur, and we have pulled together a whole bunch of fantastic conscious entrepreneurs that we're interviewing in each episode.
Elk vertellen ze hun eigen verhaal, hoe ze komen tot hun product en hun eigen unieke aanpak van ondernemerschap, dicht bij de natuur.
We want to inspire you to become more conscious about your choices on what care products, supplements, or even accessories you choose by presenting stories which are unique, love stories with nature.
De manier om zelf ook nog meer te connecteren met je eigen natuur.
Today, Annelies and myself are talking with Claudia Pievani from the brand MioMojo. MioMojo is a handbag brand that creates beautiful purses and handbags from oranges, from apples, from rice, even in the future from mycelium. Very exceptional. They want to take a stand and show the world that leather is not a necessity to create beautiful fashion. Claudia is explaining her philosophy, her approach, and she's explaining what kind of materials they're innovating with. Here you go. Hello, we are with Claudia at the wonderful offices of MioMojo. We've been invited here, so we moved the Armatuur studio to Bergamo. There's some beautiful weather. We expected beautiful weather, but it's a bit rainy since we arrived, just to make us feel welcome as Belgians, I'm sure.
Yes.
And yeah, we are here to have a wonderful conversation about MioMojo. And we have so many questions because the brand is incredibly interesting. There's so much behind it as well. Also, so much of good energy, wanting to bring cruelty-free accessories or handbags to the market. And you're also very vocal about cruelty-free, which is inspiring for us. And we feel privileged to sit here and have you in our podcast, Claudia. So we're going to start with the same question as we start every podcast.
Okay.
And the podcast is also called The Love Affair with Nature.
Oh my God.
Yes, and the first question is, our assumption when we first noticed MioMojo is that it is a love affair with nature. So we read up about it, and it really came to us like a brand where there's a philosophy and idealism behind it that's related to a love for nature, a unique love affair.
Yeah. First of all, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm very happy that you are here, that we can do this podcast live, personally, especially after a long Italian lunch.
Which should have lasted forever, but at one point you have to stop, right?
Yeah, punctured, yes. So I hope it compensated for the rain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Love affair with nature.
Yeah.
I love this title because this is exactly what we are. This is exactly what I feel. Personally, first of all, because we are not one of those companies that exist, that are okay, not judgmental, but that where, it's a vegan company, but maybe the founder is not vegan.
Right.
Right. In this case is, I am the founder and I am vegan. And I wanted definitely to bring these values also in what I do every day.
Yeah.
And I love design. Mm-hmm. I love beautiful things. I love aesthetics. I loved and used to love more fashion in the nice aspects of fashion, which is not so shallow, if you want, because we all dress up in a certain way because we want to say something to the world, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you put on, even if it is a white t-shirt, you are saying something to the world.
Yeah.
So, it has also this meaning. And it also had a lot of power in history. Because if you think about, when Chanel did the first dresses and trousers, it is because empowering for women, when the revolution in UK, miniskirts and so on. It was feminism, etc. So and along the history, it has these values. So in the same way, also our bags are much more than bags. They are definitely bringing meaning and values in it. So these values are unshakable, obviously, because they are me. Yeah. So I cannot all of a sudden change and do some animal skin bags.
Yeah.
I prefer to use animal skin than leather.
Yes.
On purpose, because this is the real thing. It's animal skin. And, it's something that I stay behind a lot. And I think this gives me a much bigger drive to overcome the huge challenges that every business has, but also especially in this time, and then again also in bringing something innovative. When you bring innovation, like in our case, we use next gen materials. These are materials that are the materials of the future. Yeah. Seriously, because they are very innovative. Yeah. The oldest material we use is 5 years old. Yeah. So, and the innovation goes on in a ways that are extraordinary. You've seen some of it, you've seen till the end one, the final one, or the latest one, which was the one made from mycelium, lab grown. It looks fantastic. It feels fantastic. Yeah. You don't have to sacrifice anything. Yeah. No. And they are definitely pro nature because they are so much better for everyone.
It is clearly a love affair with nature, and it's very value-based, and it is also innovative. That's also what we understood being here and listening to all the stories. So let's start with the value-based. What's going on in the fashion industry that leads you to want to be vocal and create a beautiful product which is cruelty-free? What's going on?
Well, what's going on is what is always going on. And so I come from the fashion industry, and I very well know what's behind the glam. So we talked before about the positive sides. Okay. And then there is a ton of negative sides. Yeah. Okay. Many of them we know. I mean, everyone that can go now online and see if you want to educate yourself. But I was not okay in contributing in some way to this because the horrors are, for me, unacceptable. Starting with, obviously, animal skin, okay, and what they have to endure to get a product. First of all, animals are not objects.
Yeah.
They are individuals. They form friendships. We don't even know how extraordinary they are because we are blind to their extraordinary beings, But the more we know, the more we want to see. They mourn their death. They create family bonds. They cry. They obviously feel pain. Yeah. And that is for me enough. It's like sometimes people say, but is this animal intelligent? Well, if that would be the metric, I have some doubts with humans. I mean, sorry. That's not the metrics that we need to use, guys. The metrics is, do they feel?
Do they feel?
Yes. Okay, so they are sentient. They have feelings. And therefore, obviously, they are not bags. Yeah. I mean, if you think about that, if you just, think about that and just get away from, hundreds of years of, working in this way, you really think about that. It's gross.
It is.
Because why don't you use then, yes, animal skin obviously is very flexible. Well, also human skin. Why don't you use that?
Yeah.
They are already dead. Yeah. You don't have to use the one of living ones, but they are already dead, right?
Yeah.
It also goes to rotten. It's a byproduct.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gross. And it's exactly like this. And also today, with the amazing innovation that we have, there is absolutely no reason anymore to stay in the past. And the past or the present, the status quo is very bad, not just for the animal cruelty, but also the unsustainability in general of fashion. The whole system is rotten. We are obviously the outsider. This status quo of fashion is all based, it's something that is based on wrong values and consumism, and making you spend more and more and more and more because I make 10 collections. So I give you another reason to buy another color. No. So it's also in that we try to create products that are timeless. So we will never use the color that is trendy. What a horrible word, by the way. You know, we use colors that you can wear years going on.
Yeah, because, and I hope, well, I want to believe that people become more sensitive. And I want to believe that this story that you're telling now is already convincing enough for people to not want to continue buy leather-based products. But the first question I'm sure everybody might have is it as durable?
Yeah.
Is it as durable?
Okay. It's not as durable as animal skin. Okay. Or animal skin also breaks. And it depends also how you use it. It's not eternal. But it's durable enough because it's about 5-8 years. And the innovation goes on. You know, the curve of innovation goes on. The curve of animal skin doesn't go on anymore. You know, it goes down. And let's not forget one other thing. I also answer to the next question, which maybe you have.
About innovation?
No. About, but it's plastic.
It's related, yes. Yeah, but it's, yes.
So, first of all, it's not, because the old dichotomy, the difference, you know, first, before, there was the old comparison, animal skin, plastic. Today, there is something much better than that, than this. And it's not difficult because of ethical reasons also. And then that. Of course, the innovation goes on. There are some materials that have still some part that are synthetic, but it's so much better anyway. Of course, first of all, it's cruelty free, so it's better by default. And then it's also much better because it contains less plastic anyway, because from the old vegan, right? And now we have something like this from oranges. This is like 90%.
Wow.
Bio-based materials. You know, the innovation goes on. Not to talk about the one that you have seen with that it was lab grown.
Yeah.
I mean, the impact is almost zero.
And you feel it feels like leather. It's really a soft,
thick leather.
Thick leather.
It's soft. It's soft because we also want, sometimes we collect all the next gen materials around the world. There is always something new coming up. Sometimes we don't like the feel because maybe it's a bit too hard or so on. You know, we create bags, so bags need to have certain standards for us, which must be nice, obviously attractive, very well made. Very good craftsmanship, and we just work with the same factories as luxury in Italy.
Made in Italy,
of course. Made in Italy. Really made in Italy, because the last, I don't know if you saw, but the last event about, Dior or Armani or some others that were produced in Italy, but in some Chinese labs.
Right.
So this is not obviously our case. We are a B Corp. And this already puts you at peace with that, because we are screened like crazy with all the supply chain, but also all the rest. It's very tough to become a B Corp. And that's why just 3% of the companies that apply to become a B Corp, they also can become a B Corp.
Wow. 2%.
It's a huge endeavor. You know, you really have to want it. And then you're screened, and then it gives you the possibility to improve. Of course, you meet the highest standards of sustainability, but the sustainability including, the supply chain, that everyone is paid correctly, the
not
governance.
only materials,
No, it's
goes way
all
beyond.
the areas of the
Yeah.
company, workers, contribution to the world.
Mm.
Because basically every B Corp, I say should, because I don't know about the others, if, I know about us, but this should be the requirement, that you have a mission to accomplish with the company.
Yeah.
So purpose and turnover, they must be at the same aligned.
Mhm.
Okay. So whenever you make a decision, the decision must consider, obviously, that you are a business. If not, you're not in business anymore. But you also must consider, okay, is it ethical?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And for us, the questions are always, is it kind?
Mm.
Is it useful? Is it necessary?
Yeah.
If some of this is no, then it's a no.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Well,
and
go
maybe
ahead.
maybe for people who are just listening or watching the podcast and say, oh, it's the first time that I see MioMojo, what is it then made of? And can you tell us little bit about
the name?
about the
materials.
material, the
Oh,
difference?
innovation.
Yeah, what is the
Oh
kind
my
of material?
God.
You don't know.
Here we have apples.
Apples, yeah.
Here we
So
have
we started
oranges.
off with apples because this is also the oldest one, which means 5-6 years. It means that here is not that we use apples, but we even use the rest of the apple industry. Let's say there is huge cultivation of apples nearby in the Dolomites. No, it's nearby because it's 2 hours from here.
Yeah.
And then you create some juices, apple juice. You have some rests,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this rest is used, putting it together, combining it with some synthetic materials to create this apple. And then corn, we have oranges. That's one of the last one. We have olives. You've seen olives is amazing.
Beautiful.
But when we started, there were just few colors and maybe one texture. And then right now you can do whatever you want. You can create the crocodile, fake crocodile on it looks like that.
Yeah.
You can have all possible texture, more rock or more grunged or more, not so flat. I mean, whatever you want, and also whatever color you want.
Yeah.
So
it was oranges, apples,
oranges, corn, bamboo. And this is because bamboo is not upcycled, but it grows very quickly. And it's not like the bamboo that we know about the clothing, right? Yeah. It looks like, you have seen it. It looks like, leather, very soft.
Very soft.
And then we research them all over the world. We have a lineup, but already these are mind-blowing. If we put on all 20, it's just too much, right? Yeah. But we have from bananas, for instance, from tea. Yeah. I mean, amazing things. And as I said, lab-grown. Lab-grown is my favorite. Why? Well, because it doesn't use basically resources or really the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And the result, for instance, with this lab-grown company, we are talking since, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years. It was a specific type 4 years ago. We didn't like very much because it looked a bit stiff. I don't know. Now is amazing. So innovation again goes on, makes it more and more performing, and also always nicer.
Yeah. Well, the process to, for example, use oranges or apples is also more friendly to nature than if you would use leather-based products. Is that correct?
Because, I mean, if you think about leather, animal skin, okay. First of all, if you do a life cycle assessment, you need to start from the beginning. Sometimes I see some life cycle assessment from leather that starts from when you have already the skin, but this is not fair. This is half life cycle assessment. Right? It needs to start from when the animal is born. Okay, so that means that leather is a valuable co-product of the intensive farming. We all know by now that intensive farming is one, if not the first factor of climate disaster. It gets away forests. Why? because we need to plant, food for the animals. We need land. How many animals a year? Let's guess. More than 90 billions. And we are 8 billion people. And there's still hunger in the world. So maybe the system is wrong. Because if we have food to feed over 90 billion animals, and I'm not considering fish, because if not, you go in incredible numbers. How can you not feed 8 billions? Something is wrong there. Not to talk about water scarcity. Also from there. Not to talk about desertification. Not to talk about the lack of trees that gives out oxygen. This everything. Everything. So you don't care about animals. Okay. Do you care about the environment? No. Do you care about water scarcity? No. Do you care about having some living conditions for us? Do you care about oxygen? Do you care about pollution? There must be something you need to care, under all these factors.
And that's only the intense farming. But once you then, have the leather, it's not over.
Oh my God, no. And then it begins because then they start, with that tanning. Oh, but there is vegetable tanning. Oh, but I don't care because this vegetable tanning is like the smallest percentage possible of the overall production, which is the overall production is made in countries like India, for instance. And surely you don't have vegetable tanning. Okay. And this means that there is documentations there. You can watch Slay. It's a nice docu-film about what's behind leather. First of all, it's treated with over 90 chemicals. And if you talk about plastic, maybe you don't know that there is a nice layover of PVC, of plastic on animal skin in order to, if not, this animal skin, it's getting rot.
So when they say natural leather,
natural. It is not a natural material. First of all, it's not a material, but it's a part of another being. Second, it's so far away from natural. If you want to keep it natural, then it gets rotten. And what do we do then with the skins until? You want to do something for the environment, you leave it there, and you get it rotten. It's much better than all the rest. But most of all, the solutions are already here. We live in a very uncertain times, very challenging times, but also extraordinary times, because the solutions are here. We just need to choose them. It's in our hands.
We have the possibility.
Well, the innovation is amazing, and your entrepreneurship is inspiring because it is not easy, I can imagine, to go against the normal way of doing things, to look for the right innovation, to be able to change things in the best way. You must have come up against some severe challenges trying to get these products into the market.
And it's still going. And it's still going. Every time that you get some innovative product, it's always difficult. It was difficult with the first computer, with the first phone, with the first car. It's amazing because, oh no, I don't believe in internet. It's not a thing. Okay. Oh no, I don't believe in cars. They will never replace horses. Okay. It's every single innovation. It follows this process, so it takes time naturally. And then we are also maybe having another challenge because it taps into the values of people. So we are talking about culture. We are talking about mindset. We are talking about habits. Habits. It's very difficult to change habits. Okay. So we need to make it inspiring. We need to make it a status. Like the real status is wearing something that is not harmful.
Yeah, because I know from my childhood, even my grandparents, when they bought a leather hat
Oh,
coats,
yeah.
shoes. Oh, shoes.
Oh yes,
Sturdy leather shoes.
absolutely. The quality, you
The
know,
quality.
they made I mean, there was nothing else. I understand, but you know, times evolves. You know, evolve. We don't have anymore many things because you need to have, especially these times, you need to have something that is seriously better for everyone. We need to change. You know, and it's part of life.
And it's don't with these products of MioMojo, I also feel you don't have to compromise in the look.
Absolutely not.
It's really, really beautiful.
But again, you know, they had something to say also against cars. They had something to say. We had something to say against phone. Oh, it will never, you know, the mobile one, it will never change the one that is fixed. You know, it's just, I think, ingrained in our being human.
Yeah.
Even if you see, I mean, it's so much better.
Yeah.
In anyway, it takes time.
Yeah. Well, then we're going to talk about something more controversial, and that's pricing.
Oh,
and I know we talked about it before because I'm sure people think, oh, a bag made of oranges. I just threw my orange skin in
right.
so yeah, well,
You can use it.
10 euros, 20 euros. So
Well, I got someone who wrote, but you know, 4 apples are not costing 200 or 300 euros.
yeah, I would expect that response.
So, there is a little bit more innovation in it, a lot of investment costs, obviously, from the material supplier. And we need not to forget one thing. The first TV was very expensive. The first mobile phone was very expensive.
First electrical cars.
You need to scale up. Exactly. You need to scale. More and more people use them, and the prices, it's economic. It's an economic normal rule. The prices goes down. But at the beginning, it's more expensive. This said, a pricing of a bag of 200 and 300 euros is pretty normal. You know,
handmade.
It's a medium. It's handmade. It should cost, in my opinion, much more because it's made with this incredibly innovative material. It's handmade in Italy. We produce it in the same factories as the big brands, Stella McCartney and so on. They start from 2,000 euros. Okay, and we are a B Corp. 10% goes to animals. We don't forget that, right? So 10% of everything that we do goes to support different projects with animal welfare organization, very well known. And we document them. We go to the rescue centers, you know. I'm sure that from the beginning, I don't know, but we have given it this. I mean, I could have bought a house.
Yes.
And that's something as well. So you're doing, when you buy a MioMojo, you're doing so much. So basically, like Vogue said once, wrote about us and said that we save lives twice. Once, because we don't use their parts, and two, because we help them. We help animals in need.
Wow.
Well, I think you might say you're swimming upstream and the stream should change direction.
Yes.
But swimming upstream, and this is a final and important question to ask, also setting up business ourselves. I'm sure there are also young or maybe any age entrepreneurs listening. And I wonder, is there any advice you would give them entrepreneuring from idealism, going against challenges because you believe you can make a better world with what you are building, with what you are creating? Is there any advice from your experience, already more than 10 years building this brand and trying to improve the world with it as well, to those entrepreneurs?
Well, start from the heart and from what you believe, independent from whatever everyone else tells you. So actually, if they tell you it's not a good idea, or that's not a good time, or I don't know, you are on the right path.
Yeah.
You take, thank you, I go for it then. That was my test.
Well, thank you so much for this inspiring conversation.
And we're really, really happy and that we can distribute it.
Oh, I'm
And
happy
tell the
too.
story
Proud.
and,
I mean, I must say one thing that we are still struggling with the right distribution channels because traditional fashion is not us, obviously. And so finding someone like you who creates a concept store and hopefully more in the future, that's exactly where we need to be. And so we will grow together.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
now we finished lunch and a nice podcast. Italian times, time for dinner. Probably.
I think so. I think we need to go for an aperitivo, guys. It's time. We were here already 30 minutes.
Yes. Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
What you've heard today is raw, unedited, and straight from the heart.
Eerlijk, kwetsbaar en met zoveel liefde voor Queen Nature.
All the products you hear about are available in our webshop online.
En natuurlijk ook in onze winkel, waar je ze kan voelen, ruiken en beleven.
By choosing to purchase any of these products, you're supporting these amazing creators and join the love affair with nature.